Canada. Maple syrup and like Captain say, ay, kick your ass all I can season, ay, now teach me riding horses, ay, yeah, this is Canada, ay, moves live up in our zone, ay.
What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. It is Canucks and Comics with me, Dan, with my co-host, Steve, the voice White Walker, and we got a special guest today. I know him from Paul and the 619. We got Marvin joining us, the creator of the Edge comic. He's in a Kickstarter, and we're going to talk a little bit about Marvin, about his comic and the Kickstarter and everything. So feel free to ask some questions in the chat as well. All of Marvin's links are posted in the chat and in the description. Go check it out. His Kickstarter, the comic book, everything's in there. We'll be highlighting it as well too. So definitely go check it out and use the links in the description and the chat, and it'll take you right there. But as always, Steve, how's your Monday?
G'day. Everything's good.
I got the iced coffee today.
Oh, you got the iced coffee? Yep. Doing the Timmys. We're good. Trying to make the world a little less awful tonight. I know people, it's Monday. It sucks. You got the whole week ahead of you, but you know what, Canada? Guess what happens this weekend, huh? Hey? What's going on this weekend, Dan? It's a long weekend.
I don't know what.
It's a civic holiday.
Oh, yeah. Labor Day,
It's our civic holiday, baby. Every first weekend of August, we get the Monday off.
Nice. We got Robert in the chat. What's going on, Robert? Thanks for being here. Saying hi to Marvin, me, and Steve. Marvin's in there saying hello to everyone. We got Steve in there. Marvin, how's your Monday going?
Oh, yeah, it's a standard Monday. Worked all day, and now I'm ready to play.
Yeah. Let's go. Well, you're in the best show to play here tonight. I can tell you that much.
Awesome.
So yeah, like I said in the chat, you guys, I know you'll start popping in here soon, but if you have any questions for Marvin, definitely throw it in the chat and we'll ask him for you. But before we get started, Marvin, you're the creator of The Edge, so can you tell us a little bit about this comic?
Sure. So The Edge is a serum that gives people super abilities. But the downside of those powers and those abilities is that it can cause their death or cause them to go insane. So the more they use the powers, the closer they are to each one's, because it alters their DNA and it keeps altering it the more they use their abilities.
Damn.
Nice. And it's go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I just said it sounds like a curse. And I forgot the maple syrup. Damn it. Maybe next week. You know, I got the Eggos upstairs. I was going to have some maple syrup. So, you know.
But yeah, no, definitely. This is
question one.
I feel like that in our universe, there's consequences to these abilities. I don't feel like that anyone can shoot lasers from their eyes with no consequences to their vision.
I like that.
And the art in this is really great too. He's got a great artist for this. The story in it's really good. But Marvin, what made you want to write comics?
So I come from the far off land of the 1980s, when you had G.I. Joe and Transformers and all these brand new things coming into your headspace. So from watching the cartoons, I got into the comics. Started with G.I. Joe, went to Captain America, then the Avengers, and then from there to X-Men. And I think that X-Men had a really good push for me. But the real big push was when all those guys, Jim Lee and McFarlane, those guys created Image. They left their cushy positions and decided they wanted to go and do things on their own. So at that time, I was like, oh, well, these guys are going out and doing their thing, so let's give it a try. And as I say, every time that anyone asks about this, I will say that the first things I wrote was trash, garbage, and more trash. not good at all. And I do have the notebook still sitting around. And eventually I'm going to publish it in some fashion to show people the difference between when I first started and where we got to now.
Nice. And we have Lohit joining us. Lohit, this is
my brother.
Take that extremely sorry for being late, but I had to go get my Timmy's.
No, no problem.
And then I clicked on the wrong link. So I was on the previous link. And I was like, what's going on here? Nobody's here. I'm the first one.
So while we're here, let's pull up this Kickstarter. And it's got a video. So we'll play the video here for Marvin's Kickstarter. This is the new issue, Gods of Thunder.
Yeah, checking that out. It's pretty cool.
It's all about the edge, baby.
They don't know what it is, can't explain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know what it is, can't contain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know if it's real. Top secret classified. But when it comes for you, you better run it high. They don't know what it is, can't explain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. They don't know what it is, can't contain it. All they know is that it's coming for you. Blame, mystic, interim, randa, him, ship, Tandra. Blame, mystic, interim, randa, him, ship, Tandra.
Pretty cool. The art looks good. That's right. I missed out 58 backers already. Nice.
So yeah, there's the video for the Kickstarter.
That was dope. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go.
I mean, it's like that to get you hyped for it. My cousin did the music for that. It's really good to have talented people in the family where you can go to them and say, "Hey, we need this thing. Can you help with it?"
Yeah, definitely. And
so he does my intro or my outro.
Do you hear Steve? It sounds like he's like dragging.
Yes, Steve's like cutting in and out right now.
Yeah, but I want to say that the guy with the Uzi, he gave me Max Payne vibes. So this is not an Uzi, by the way. It's just a vacuum cleaner. So.
So, Marvin, for anybody who's new to it, what are the main characters in this comic?
So just like every other comic universe, Marvel, DC, I have a trinity. So my trinity is Blaine, Mystic, and Interim. Mystic is the team lead. He's the guy with the swords. Blaine is the one with the guns, and Interim is the team's transporter. But like I say, is that their powers all have inherently built-in weaknesses to them. So Blaine's ability is he can create barriers like the Invisible Woman, but his weakness to that is that there's no oxygen inside of that barrier with him. So he's not carrying a plant with him whenever he does his thing. So he can't keep the barrier up forever. So he only can keep it up for as long as he can hold his breath. And then Interim, she can open portals, which allows her to see a few seconds into the future, but also they can use them to transport. So she can open a portal and transport as many people as she thinks she can. The weakness with that is that she's been doing this since she was 6 years old, and some of the portals she can't close anymore, so it starts to affect time in specific areas. And Mystic, I will not say because his thing is a little bit deeper, so there's going to be a one shot that will talk about his abilities.
Nice. Yeah, there's some great characters. I know when you're on Paul and 619, you're getting some action figures for them, which is going to be really cool.
I'm looking at the Instagram, Marvin, and there's a guy with a hammer, like kind of like Thor. Who's that guy? Can you talk a little bit more about him?
Sure. So that is the villain of the Volume 3. His name is Kyrad. So he was recruited by an organization called God's Thunder. God's Thunder they're from issue 1, and they hate people who have powers. They want them eliminated completely. They don't want them on the planet at all. So they're regular people, so they can't go after these people with powers themselves. So they bring him in to go after the people with powers. So the unique feature on the hammer is that it absorbs innate energy. So at the beginning, when he's first introduced in issue 10, he charges his hammer at a nuclear facility, and it becomes nuclear. So it has a furnace on top, and it's spewing radiation. So as he's going along, he's using different methods to charge his hammer to make it more powerful.
Are you also doing like you called him Kairad, right? Kairad. That's his name. So are you also going to do like a Kairad solo series or something as well?
We'll see what happens to him after the series is over.
His design is so cool. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah, as part of the Kickstarter, we do have a standee of that scene where I was saying. So you see that's him after he charges the hammer, and then there's the furnace. Oh, well, not in the furnace.
That's amazing.
It's spewing energy, and you see the handprint.
Yep. That requires an action figure that I need to.
So I mean that's one of the goals is to do every character. So we're starting off with Blaine, and I do have the mock for the card. So that's what the card looks like.
Oh, Marvin, I'll make you bigger here. There you go.
So that's what the card. So we're working with Loose Collector. If you're familiar with those guys, they're doing like Youngblood. They've done Lady Death. They've done a bunch of other current, but we're the only ones they're doing the 4-inch scale, like the 1/18 GI Joe scale. Everything else they're doing is the 1/12 6-inch scale.
I love the 1/18 scale. I don't know why, because I used to get them as like figures as a kid, and I could hold like 2 in my hand and like actually get them to fight. The larger ones were always like too heavy for me, like the 6-inch ones, because I was a kid. So that was like the perfect size. I used to collect like Star Wars figures. So Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker banging lightsabers was the easiest thing to do.
Right. And I mean, that's what I grew up with in the 80s. And the other reason is play sets and vehicles. They're easier to do at that scale than they are at the larger scale. Oh, you got the crow?
Yeah, love the crow.
Yeah, so I mean, we got a lot going on. So in the Kickstarter, you've got also hot sauce. So
nice.
Hot sauce. It's really good. It's got a hit, but it's got a lot of flavor. We've got coffee. I don't think I have a bag of coffee. Yeah, so it's spiced rum. And that one comes with a metal bookmark. Oh, is that it right there? But then also the coffee, you get a poster. Comes with the coffee with the hot sauce. So this is the image that's on the bottle. You get a poster.
Nice.
That's awesome. Hang that on the wall.
Yeah. So the if you want, you can also get all 3 trades, volume 1, 2, and 3, or you get the single issue. So issues 1 through 14. Issue 15 will then kick off the next storyline called Fiends.
Is there like a trade paperback or something also available?
Yeah. So yeah, volume 1, 2, and 3 are trades, but then you can also get singles, issues 1 through 14.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Variant covers too, I'm assuming.
Yes. So issue 14 has a variant that's will only be available through the Kickstarter or through how many ever I order. So it depends on how many pledges we get for it, how many I'm going to order. There'll be some left over. There always is, but exclusive to the Kickstarter unless you see me at a convention or something.
Sweet.
So yeah,
anything with
we're
signatures.
Say again.
Signatures? Are you gonna sign any of these?
Yeah. I mean, I usually always sign everything unless people tell me not to. That usually happens at conventions. I ask people, "Hey, do you want me to dirty this up for you?" And the guy goes, "No." I'm like, "I mean, sign it." He goes, "Oh, yeah. Go ahead and sign it."
Oh yeah, dirty it up, baby.
And I don't charge for signatures. I don't care what you bring to me. I don't like, even if I was like a super, I will still never charge for a signature. I mean, I feel like that you took your time and your money to buy that thing. I should sign it for free. There shouldn't be any kind of transaction with that.
God bless you, Marvin. I wish more people would think like that.
Absolutely.
And like the Kickstarter, you're already at 4,479. That's Canadian, and you have 58 backers with still 4 days left to go.
Yeah. So I believe it ends Friday at 8:30 p.m. Yeah, 8:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
So we have until then. There is another print. I will add. We get to 60 backers, and then once Wednesday hits, I'll evaluate where we're at, and then I'll throw some more stuff in there. We've got trading cards and all kinds of stuff we can add.
Yeah. And
So
it's
we
cool.
do-
So for
Instead of
50,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, for 50, you get the Edge Trade Collection. Do you want to explain a little bit more about that one?
Sure. So generally the trades go for $20, so I'm knocking $10 off of that whole entire set. So you get Volume 1, which is issues 1 through 4. Volume 2 is issues 5 through 9, and then Volume 3 is issues 10 through 14. So you get all this up to where we are right now in the story for $50, all 3 trades.
So that's the 50. Then you get the $1, you get the Kyrad sticker.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you just want a cool chibi sticker of Kyrad, feel free.
That is awesome.
You can get issue. You can start off with just issue 1 digital if you want,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
or a physical issue 1.
Oh yeah.
And then issue 10 has a variant cover. That's the Joshua cover. It's a mock of the Days of Future Past cover with all the posters in the back.
Oh, cool.
And then there's your hot sauce and poster.
And
the
Marvin,
bonus
do
collection.
these all include shipping with them, or?
Yeah. So I keep the shipping as low as I can. So I usually take a hit on the shipping on these. I don't want to overcharge. Like I think it's like maybe $15 international.
Yeah.
Really, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
so you can get all the volumes in digital if you want.
Yeah. And there's the
And there's your
coffee.
Oh yeah.
Then you get the
Ah,
shirt.
T-shirts.
Yeah, we've got 3 different T-shirts. So we've got the Edge T-shirt, we've got a Comicsburg shirt, and then we have in issue 11, we reintroduce a band called Bad Fad, and there's a Bad Fad T-shirt.
Nice.
I don't know about walking around Toronto with the Edge T-shirt. It might send a different message. There's a radio station in Toronto called 102.1, The Edge. I don't know what their logo is though.
Yeah, you got a lot of really cool stuff if you do some pledges too.
So to that point, to Steve's point, Dan would know this. There's a wrestler called Edge. He's also Canadian.
Yes.
So I thought actually when he said the Edge, it's the wrestler we're talking about.
But yeah, no, he's got a lot of cool stuff. There was some original art, but Paul the 619 got that.
There's more original art in there.
Damn.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, it's in the add-on.
Okay.
Paul snatches up all the good stuff.
He did it right online.
There's a double page spread of the issue 1 cover and then one more. But like I said, that once Wednesday comes along and I see where we're at, I'll add some more. I've got a bunch of original.
That guy is jacked. He looks like Bane.
Yeah.
He's my favorite now. Like I really dug him. The character designs are so cool. I don't know what inspired you to do this, like Marvin, but then oh my god, you nailed it.
It's like the 90s.
So I
again.
mean, he's like it's inspiration is like Hulk
Okay.
and any other hulking giant character. So he's 7 feet tall. No one can stop him. Like it would say like the Juggernaut. Like once he's moving forward, like it's really really hard to stop him.
Nice. He gets the cool hammer too, so the glowy hammer.
And you just keep in mind that he can throw the hammer, but he can't pull it back to him.
Okay, it's not like Molnar.
Right?
That's
I don't
getting
want
too
get
close
sued,
to the copyright.
right?
And so, Marvin, who's the artist for you?
So it's Mark V, and we've been working together since. And forgive me, but I'm really bad at dates. I want to like 2012. I want to say is when we started working on this.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this, but then comic art takes a long time to make, like on these especially indie comics. So one of my friends, Hannah, she does like her own comic art, like she does like Kickstarters and stuff. Takes her like a year to draw one single issue.
Yes.
Jesus, that's a lot of detail.
So we do a panel at shows and things like called From Script to Store, where we go over that process of creating the comic and then getting it to retail or Kickstarter or onto your website. And you should see the faces when people say, "How long does it take to do a single issue?" And when you tell them 6 months to a year, they're like, "What?" And like I try not to discourage people to do comics because I just want you to get out there and do it. Because a lot of people are looking for, oh, I'm going to make all this money, and I'm like, it's just, if you're getting into this to make money, you're doing the wrong thing.
True.
And then these are the cards here, right?
Yeah. So we do, instead of trading cards, we do have a trading card in here, but these are postcards.
Yeah.
So I did postcards because I want you to be able to see that art.
Trev.
Nice.
So
Got
I
the
think
shipping crew saying hi. So yeah, here's the art.
you do postcards over trading cards, you get to see everything that I want to be seeing.
Yeah, and here's your stretch goals here.
Trading cards, chess, phantoms crossover, twin sided. Wow.
Wow.
Right. So the four things, that's part of the next storyline. So in issue number 10, we also introduced a team called Standard Issue. Someone has figured out how to separate the powers, so they're able to select and give themselves whatever power they want temporarily. So they get an injection in the spine of the drug, and it gives them whatever power they select. Of course, there were test subjects from that, and the test subjects did not survive in any way that's going to be good for them. So those are the fiends. They're addicted to the sun.
Yeah.
It's like crack.
Yes.
So the art in here is so amazing.
Yeah, that is really good. Damn.
So that's one of my favorite ones. And that truck in the background, they look a little familiar.
The Transformers, little Optimus Prime going on there.
Yeah,
exactly. That's right.
Love it. Love that addition. All us 80 buffs will just die over that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
The edge. Lifting the edge.
And then a friend of mine's, Carlos, he just finished up his Kickstarter for his action figures. So he's doing O-ring figures, but his is also a tabletop game. So you use action figures as your game pieces.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That's a cool idea.
And is the Edge chest. So Alfred Page and I have been talking about doing a crossover with our two teams for 20 years.
Wow.
And it's finally done. And I threw it into the Kickstarter as an add-on if anybody wanted to give it a go.
Wow.
Nice. And
I
that's
love crossovers.
Yeah. And then here's the card, right, Marvin? This one's the card here.
So this is the creators comics collection. So if you scroll down, there are multiple cards in the set. So if you get all the cards, there is an image on the back. So it's like a puzzle. So once you assemble all the cards, you turn it over and you get a special image on it. And then here's our sponsor. So Wham Lab. If you don't know those guys, they make what's called Whamblems. So they look like this. They're magnetic, and there's a stand you can put it on in front of, and then you can put your comic on the stand.
Nice.
Those
They
really
also
popular.
Yeah, they also did the comic book community award statues too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we are officially a partner and sponsor with Whamblet. And then Geno's, they did the hot sauce.
Nice.
Spice of life. A hot pepper. Look, and the bottle's even a collector's item. It's got the art on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you display the bottle. See? That's awesome.
Well, that's why we do the poster. So you get the poster with that. So the poster comes with it.
There's the
And Canucks On
coffee.
Coffee did the coffee. And that's what the stand looks like.
Nice.
Gods and Thunder.
Comicsburg.
Yeah, your stuff is so great. And then is it supposed to come? I can't remember. We were talking on polls or something, but is it supposed to hit like chapters and stuff in Canada, or was that eventually going to happen, like the trade paperbacks?
So when Diamond went down, we lost our distribution to comic shops for single issues. We do have a contract right now with IPG for distribution of trades into United States and Canada. So books should be, if they're ordering, books should be hitting stores later this year in trade format. We're not now working on getting back into comic shops through the single issues again. So hopefully that'll start sometime maybe next year.
Awesome. You guys have any questions for Marvin about his comic or anything?
A million of them. So
Shoot.
to start off with, what inspired you to like create like a superhero universe when there are so many of them existing now? Like, how do you what was going through your mind when you said like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is my vision for these people, and they would be different than what is out there before, right?
Right. So I mean, you immediately see looking at the book is that there's a lot of G.I. Joe, X-Men, and then Wildcats from Jim Lee influence. And the inspiration behind it is just the idea that I always think that these powers shouldn't be free to use. I'll say is that you've got them running around shooting lasers out of their eyes. They got claws coming out of their hand. And no one ever. There's no consequences to using these kind of things. I don't feel like that you can shoot lasers from your eyes and not have a problem with your eyes. Like that's something the body should be able to do naturally. Which is why, like, we alter your DNA has to be altered for it to take hold. But then the more you use it, the harder it is to control it, and the more it's going to start to affect you going forward. So it's just like the news, like what's happening on the news. What's happening on the news in the 80s with a lot of drug use and diseases and things that got out of hand, they got out of control. And that's where the inspiration is that things get out of control, and they get out of control really fast when no one's paying attention.
Yeah, I think I like that thing, like the consequence to being like an X-Men in your universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just shoot laser beams off forever. Like, and that even with the guy you like mentioned, like, that he has a force field, but he can't use it for all time because there's carbon monoxide being produced inside his force field. So he's breathing that, right? So he can't breathe out forever. So it's only temporary. So, and there is, permadeath if he just keeps on using his power.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing is that it's like everything here is fine. And it was one of the things that when they were originally doing Spawn, it was what I liked about that. There was a countdown clock. Eventually, he's going back to hell. Right. And like when you kind of do that, and then you just keep the story going forever, that's not the fun part about it. Eventually, things have to end. Eventually, you have to press the button. Those things have to stop, and then you have to move on to another story, or you continue the story with new characters, or you just see where you're at in the story and say, okay, this is it. I mean, there's no more story to tell.
So this absolute power corrupts, but it has consequence to it. I love that.
So, Marvin, how long of a run do you plan on making this? And
like I said, I originally planned for 25 issues. I had an end in mind for it, and I may hit that end and see where we're at from there. I mean, as long as I'm having fun doing it and Mark's having fun drawing it, and the rest of the team is happy lettering and coloring it, and people are like talking to me about it and saying, hey man, I really like the story, I like what you're doing here, I just keep going until I either get tired of it or people tell me to stop.
Do you have any other characters you plan on doing?
So we have like a universe of about 60 characters right now. Also, as part of the Kickstarter, we do have a character guide, and I think I put those in the other room. So we have a guide that shows all the characters up until I think issue 20-ish. Is that where we're at right now with all the characters? So, like I said, is that we're always introducing new things, and the problem that I've had over time is that I have different stories I want to tell, and then they end up being part of the Edge. And like, well, that works for the Edge. But there's one story that I have that I don't talk about that I'm keeping on the outside because I don't want it to kind of get pulled into it. I wanted to do this on a separate thing.
Nice.
Like I said, we are always introducing new characters. Along with the action figure, we're doing what's going to be called the Blaine trilogy. So the first issue is called Blaine High Stakes, where Blaine, he's going into Las Vegas to pull out an asset that has information on the edge that he's willing to sell. It's like kind of like Smoking. If you ever seen a movie called Smoking Aces, that's where inspiration came from that movie. But at the same time, we're introducing a whole new set of characters called the Blaine Hit Squad. So it's going to be 4 characters. Their whole entire goal is they want to eliminate Blaine for reasons. So we'll get into that probably into this year or into 2026.
Nice. Steve, do you have any questions you want to ask Marvin?
I was thinking about like the dossiers, like what do you go with there?
He's breaking up again.
With the action figures. Am I still breaking up?
Okay, I'll do the question answer because he's breaking up. So, okay, female characters.
Yes.
So I see a bunch of female characters also. So what do you like? How do you like? Because we're all guys here. So when you have to like draw a female character and stuff, or like create a female character, how do you get that perspective? Like, you know, what do you base it on? Like, is it based on things you've read, or is it based on the you know, the women you know in your life, or how do you base female characters? How do you go about it?
I think it's a lot. I think a lot of the characters are based on real people. So I would say that for me, Mystic, Blaine, and Bolt are myself in different stages of my life. So Bolt's the youngest, and Mystic's the oldest, and Blaine's in the middle. So that's all me, all my life as I'm growing up and learning things and changing. But yeah, all the characters are based on either people I know or family, and I just listen to the way that they interact with each other. And there's one thing is that you don't want to have a woman continuously interacting with a man all the time. So how do women speak to each other when men are around? And like you get a lot of that from TV shows or books. You just want to get inside the head of the character, and then sometimes the character starts speaking back to you. There's been a bunch of times where I'm like, okay, I want the character to go do this, do this, do this, do this, and it just doesn't make sense. And the character's like, no, we should do this, or we should do that. Or Mark has an idea. Let's try this or try that. And I listen to people when they give me feedback on things. They say, okay, so that doesn't sound right. That's not something that character should say or should do. Try this and see how that works. And most of the time I'll say, yeah, let's try it and see what works. Other times I'm like, I kind of like the way we're going with this. So, you know, I'm good with feedback, but I don't always listen to it.
But are you surprised by sometimes how like Mark and the artists you work with, like, you know, they think of your interpretation and give you something like you're like, oh, I didn't think it that way, but then, you know, that perfectly works with the character.
Right. And it also comes like later in the story where you're writing something and you're like, holy crap, I just set something up and I did it on accident. So then I kind of go back and try, like we did it 2 or 3 times where we went back and added something to a story, or added something to a page, or we had to redo the whole entire issue again. So we did issue 1 twice because there were some new things that happened later that I wanted to make sure was added into that issue. And it just goes like that. It's like, and when you're doing indie comics, you can do that kind of stuff. I can go back and fix something if I want and say, hey, new version of issue 1 digital, update your comic. This is what's new. Or we do a reprint and we say, hey, if you guys want the updated issue, I'll charge you half of what you paid for it originally because I made a change.
Nice.
So you're open to feedback, and that's awesome. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah, like I publish my all my socials in the book. So I mean, I am really open to anyone contacting me if you want to shoot the breeze on these comics and talk about what's going on. And one thing that I did do, and I did it on purpose. So a bunch of people started messaging me and talking to me saying, man, we really love Revenant. Revenant's the villain from the first 4 issues. We really love Revenant. Really love Revenant. And I said, why? This guy is a jerk. Like, he's only out for himself. He just kills people for no reason. So what I did was I took him off the board. So I was like, okay, you can't have Revenant right now. Because the one thing that I've noticed over years is when a villain becomes popular, all of a sudden they want to use them everywhere. So you take a Juggernaut and you put him in the X-Men. You put Harley Quinn in the Bat family, and they don't fit. And when you do those kind of things, the character has to change because now they're protagonists, not an antagonist anymore. So you have to feature them more. So you have to kind of change the character to be some point of an anti-hero or tweener, is a wrestling term. But I didn't want to do that. Revenant is a villain. He's going to stay a villain. I don't want him doing anything heroic.
Okay, that makes sense. I generally like anti-villains and anti-heroes, like, people who have like, they're not inherently bad, but but they turn into a bad guy or a villain based on circumstance, right? And they think that in their mind they still think that, okay, whatever I'm doing is like the correct thing.
Right. Yeah, Revenant knows what he's doing is wrong. He just doesn't care.
He just, no moral conscience.
No, not at all.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I remember you talking about it. It's like to use a wrestling term, it's like when they make a heel turn face, and then it's because the fans want it, but you shouldn't, because it's not about what the fans want. It's too much of a good thing is a bad thing at some point.
And like you said, that each time that happens, they end up turning on him, right? And like, oh man, he's terrible as a good guy. Now he has to be a bad guy again. Now you get the boom again, right? And that's why I want people to boo Revenant. I mean, I know a lot of people say, yay, Revenant, he did something cool. Oh, boo him, boo that guy, boo, he's terrible.
And I think you did the smart thing too, taking it away. So that way, if you ever do bring him back, it brings people, draws them back into that as well.
And I wanted to be like a cool interaction when he comes back, and the way I did it is that, so his main nemesis is Blaine, of course, and he runs into Blaine, and it's just like this cool interaction between them, and where they're like, holy crap, you again? My goodness.
You don't want to saturate it. Like, I feel like some of these Marvel characters are like oversaturated. For example, Doctor Doom. Again, it's Doomsday, Doom's Event, Doom's Avenger, Doom this. Like, so much Doom. Oh my goodness! Like, I like that guy, but then I think he's just they put him in everything, and then after a while you're like, oh my god, not him again. So I think what you're doing is correct. Like, you did like a first banger 4-issue arc, and then you pull him away, and then when people least expected, he makes an appearance again, and that's going to be like, a gut punch in the face or something like that. So that's going to be awesome.
Just out of like what he's called, RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah, RKO out of nowhere. Everyone.
Right. What I like too about Marvin is he tries different things with this Kickstarter. Like, you're getting hot sauce. Like, what other comic book would you get hot sauce with? And I know he's been trying new things, but it's hard to ship it. But I know he's got a root beer called The Edge too. He tries different things, which I really like about Marvin. He's trying new things.
But my goal at a convention is to make sure you don't get away without taking something. Is because we go to these shows and we hear a lot of, I don't read comics, and I'm like, you're at a comic show. What are you doing here? So it's like, okay, so you don't like comics? Do you like hot sauce? Do you like coffee? I got root beer, and I'd always get them to come back. They go, okay, man, you got me. I'll take some hot sauce.
That's cool. So we're gonna have like the Edge Putin. We're gonna have Edge coffee.
Yeah.
So
remember, you have to get like a maple syrup with the Edge stickers on it for the Canadian people.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, I'm willing to try anything if people are interested in it. I was on a show a couple weeks ago, and it was a gentleman from Canada. He had maple Pepsi. Do you guys get maple Pepsi?
Yep.
That just sounds so weird, and I want to try it so bad.
Come over. You're more than welcome.
So the company we work with, they're local to Pittsburgh. It's called Barmy, and we have the ability to make any flavor we want. So we did the root beer because people love root beer. Like there are people who will say that I want to try every root beer ever invented, and that's the end for us. But we can pretty much. I was like, okay, so when we do our next one, would anyone drink banana soda? Could I do a soda that tastes like a banana?
I mean,
And
it has
it says-
potassium in it, so And I don't know if you saw our last show, but the central theme was the banana.
Yeah.
Everybody liked it except Steve. He said it's a bad idea, but I said banana is the best idea ever. So,
But
yeah.
yeah,
So I
no,
mean, they're open to anything. So, and I'm not the guy that's going to test the anything theory. So it has to be something that someone's going to drink. I'm not going to do like, oh, we should do a steak flavored soda or something like that. We're not going to do it. It has to be something I think that someone's going to drink, because I don't want to be stuck with like 20 cases of steak soda that I'm forcing myself to drink so they don't go
everything.
definitely.
No, but the branding helps, I guess, right? If you, at least if somebody's drinking root beer, that's their thing, and at least they're promoting the edge, right? So ultimately, that's what you want.
Right.
So the marketing on it is.
Yeah, it's all everything. We always want to take everything back to the comic, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
We want you to come back. That's why we put QR codes and everything else on the labels to make sure that you're coming back to the source of the thing. We want to drive people back to the source every time.
Absolutely.
So I guess a hard-hitting question for you is, let's say, and I hope it does, this comic blows up in the next 2 years. Would you ever consider doing like an animated series?
I have that in the back of my head. I have talked to some studios about it, and the cost for 30 seconds of animation it's like excessive of $30,000 for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I really wish I could do that. Maybe I'll do a Kickstarter for that and see how that goes. And I make 30 grand on Kickstarter to get this animated thing done. But yeah, like I said, is that I'm open to all this stuff. Like but the one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to give my babies up. I don't want anyone else to have a say on how these character goes or what changes someone would want to make, because whenever you give up your rights to something, the changes are coming.
Yeah. And this is yours. Like, you create these, you create it. So do you have a plan to expand this universe to more than just this team?
Oh yeah, well we've got multiple teams. So besides the main team is called the Strike Team. Besides them, you've got Standard Issue. You've got Chaos's team, which is called Reign of Chaos. The name of the team is the Reign, and they're his team, so they're called the Reign of Chaos. That's actually the name of Volume 2, Reign of Chaos. And you've got other teams that comes. You got the Fiends. So there's a lot there. You've got the Suits. Suits are another ones that we're bringing in. So yeah. As long as
Robert says he'll try anything once as long as it's not black licorice. Banana sounds good.
Steve, there are people who are banana fans out there.
So I would say like the one person that probably drove everything forward was my granddad. He was a poet. He was the first person to put books in my hands when I was like 4 years old. So he challenged me to read not only books, encyclopedias, he had me read the dictionary and then quizzed me on the dictionary. When I was 6 years old. And the reason why I bring that up is that my granddad loved black licorice. He's the only person I ever known that would eat that. I'm like, Granddad, why are you eating that? It's so bad. It's terrible. He also ate liver too, so I don't know.
But yeah, no, this is a great Kickstarter, great story. Marvin's a great dude, as you can see here. Spend this time talking about this comic, answering all your questions. Make sure you guys go check out Kickstarter, back it. It'd be great if we could get him backed to unlock something else at 60 before his 4 days are up. His links are all in the description. It's in the chat as well. Just gotta click it and it'll take you right there. But yeah, Marvin, we usually go over our poll lists, so we're going to just go over that because I know we're going to see how many these guys have compared to how many I got. I only have 2 books this week.
Look at the guy, Steve. I have 1. This is like, so generally, this is the 5th week of the month, and the 5th week of the month is like really, really like DC doesn't release anything at all, and like I'm a big DC guy. So, yeah, my polls already go down. Look at Steve. What is it, 14, sir? 13? Wow.
So let's pull up the visual here. So the only one on this lineup picking up is Detective Comics Annual Number 1.
Uh-huh.
Steve?
Am I still breaking up?
No,
No,
you're good.
Not better.
I'm good now?
Yeah.
Holy crap. It's self-repaired. So I'm getting
See,
Geiger.
The voice repairs itself.
Geiger A and D, yeah, it self-repairs. I started
Nice.
playing with buttons and controls and talking to the satellites, and NASA decided to help me out.
So, Marvin, do you read any in the newer comics or older comics to kind of like inspire some
I've kinda
ideas?
shifted my focus to indie books, and most of the stuff that comes off of Kickstarter. I do get X-Men sometimes because one of our cover artists, Neto Diaz, is doing art for it.
Oh, nice.
So if it's someone I know, I may go out and grab it. And I was just want to mention that it was kind of funny that I mentioned Juggernaut in the X-Men and he's on the cover.
How ideal.
Anyone getting anything from the second line here?
Yep, Queen in Black, and I'm going to get the J. Scott Campbell version of that one, too.
Nice.
That's a 7.99, right? It's not the regular 3.99.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, how awesome is it that J. Scott Campbell is doing art again? Just a quick on that one. So in our action figure Kickstarter, I have a original cover Blaine drawn by Brett Booth.
Oh, nice.
No way, right on.
So you'll be
awesome.
seeing that soon.
Guy who's doing Dork.
Indeed.
All right, next line here. Anything?
I want to get that night vision one, but I don't know. I'm still dicey on it.
I'll probably get the What If, the Spider-Man. That one looks pretty cool.
Yeah. What if?
Craven survives.
Yeah, I like the What If books. They're wild.
Nice.
Oh, look at that one.
Next
3.
line.
I'll get Conan. 100%.
Yeah,
That's the only
Conan,
book I'll get.
Gen X, Generation X, and Red Roots. Red Roots is good.
And maybe
Red
Ferrell
Roots is
if
really
I-
good.
Dan, can you show the variant covers on Ferrell?
Farrell, yeah.
Look, that's the ID for Independence Day. That's
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And we're probably gonna get that.
We got a Catwoman homage.
Absolute Catwoman. That's amazing.
That's cool.
a
Next
lot of
line
people-
here, I'm getting X-Men Outback.
Nice. Oh, nothing on there for me because I'm not going to start going down that rabbit hole. Those stupid, all the side stories of Queen in Black because there's already one. Hella. It's like Jesus. They haven't even got the main story out. They're going to already get you.
That's Marvel for you, Steve.
I know.
Next one here. Anyone picking any of these up?
Nope.
Nope. I did get like some issues of Thunder.
How was it?
It's pretty decent. It's pretty dope. The story is good. Jason Aaron writing and the artwork is phenomenal. But I think I have so many books on my pull that it just had to go.
Right.
Next here.
Eye Collector.
Yeah, Eye Collector is really good.
Yeah, the first one was trippy as hell, so we'll see how
And
that goes.
is Ted OK is really good too.
I've heard
Yeah.
very good things about that series.
Yeah.
Next line up here.
Nope.
Did you guys hear about the Savage Dragon 280 controversy and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
Next one.
Oh, yeah, the Patron.
The Patreon
That one's
number
gonna be
one.
wicked.
One.
Ignition Press, yeah, it's going to be a big one. That one and the Dirt Beneath the Devil, that looks pretty cool, too.
Oh yeah, that one.
Is that a horse?
Yep.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know if that's Dan Panosian that's doing that one.
Is that a comic itself?
Of the cover of that one.
Yeah, Dan Panosian's a writer.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Panosian's on that one.
Yeah, this cover art is Dan Panosian here too.
Yeah. He does really cool stuff because he did one called Canary a while ago, and that was pretty wild.
Yeah, and then we got these ones down here.
Oh, yeah. Pretty Hate Machine. That's going to be good. Never heard of Black Star, but I might pick that up. New number 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Titan Comics.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were doing the Greatest American Hero comic.
Yeah. Amp Comics is doing it.
Greatest American hero. Oh, now I got that song in my head.
So we got this one down here.
Nothing.
What is Nano?
It's a Dark Horse #1.
That's what Mork says. Nano, nano.
Nano.
Written by Matt Kendit.
Oh, there you go. He's good.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
But yeah. It's a very light week for comics. I guess it's
Thank
more
God.
your indies this week.
It's good for the wallet, so you can build up for the
Yeah,
next
considering
one.
I only got 2.
I'm surprised there's no absolutes. Like almost every damn week, there's an absolute something out. So
Yeah, I
wow,
guess
they
it's
took a
because
week off.
The 5th week they don't have anything, so that's the reason why.
Yeah.
I guess it's because the annual's there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what I got 2. Steve's got 14. Lohit got 1. I'm surprised. I thought you'd have more.
I looked at everything. That's the only thing that spoke to me. And like, okay, I'm probably going to get Feral. And when I walk into the store, if I see something else, I'm just going to pick it off the shelf.
I was thinking about picking up that horror Godzilla one because that looks really good.
That looks nice.
I'm a big horror thriller dude, so that one looked pretty cool.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Any other questions for Marvin?
When are you going to visit Canada, Marvin?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cross the border?
Yeah. you should be able to.
Yeah, so I mean, we're trying to expand our convention. So I mean, if there's a good show, besides Fan Expo, then I'd be happy to cross the border.
There is an indie show, right? What is it called? Maybe Steve knows. Toronto Arts something TCAM. That's just focused on indie comics and indie creators. Probably you should try that.
Yeah, I've heard of that one, but I can't remember the name.
You're breaking up again.
Yeah, I think it's called TCAF or something. You can Google it and find out. It's very indie creator centric and mostly Kickstarters and stuff. So you should definitely aim for that. That's not as big as Fan Expo or anything, but yeah.
You said it in Toronto?
Yep, it's got a lot of heart. So yeah, I was there last year. Yeah, man, a couple of good comic creators out there.
I would love to see Marvin stuff hit the Canadian comic books and shelves here because I think it would do really great. Because I know a lot of people are looking for something new, something different, some different take on something. And what Marvin's got, I think, would really do good here in Canada.
Yeah, we were getting into shops, and I can't off the top of my head remember which one it was. We were with Diamond. So hopefully when we get our distribution back up and running, then we'll get back into those stores around the country and around. We were getting orders from around the world. So
yeah,
and we've got a big presence in Singapore and Peru. So I mean, it's just reaching people. TSAF. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's the one. Toronto Comics Art Festival. That is an amazing place.
Nice.
Thank you, Steve.
When is this? It's already okay. So I'll look for it for next year because it is in June.
June just happened.
Cool.
But yeah, before we got here, Marvin, you got anything else you want to share about this Kickstarter?
Sure. So check out the Kickstarter. And if you want to check out the other title from Comicsburg, we've got everything in every genre. We've got sci-fi, superheroes, we've got horror books, we've got slice of life stuff, we've got all ages stuff, and we've got 2 books done by my buddy Grant. He does Beowulf and he does League of Cryptids. So the League of Cryptids is what if the Cryptids were a team like Justice League, led by Sasquatch.
Nice.
Yeah, so hit up comicsburg.com, theedgecomic.com. If you have any questions about The Edge or anything else, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Substack, I'm on Facebook. And Blue Sky.
Nice. But yeah, thank you, Marvin, for joining us today on this beautiful Monday. We appreciate it. We appreciate everything that you had to say today. I hope your Kickstarter you get the backers you want, so we can see what else you're going to add on to there. You got 4 days left. I know you already hit your first 2 goals, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we unlocked 4 stretch goals, I believe, so far.
Nice. So yeah, definitely check it out. I can't say enough great things. I've met Marvin through Paul in the 619. He's a great dude. Anytime, Marvin, you got your next Kickstarter, you want to come talk to a bunch of Canucks and comics, you let us know and we'll get you on. It was a blast having you. And yeah, like I said, everyone, his links are all in the description, all in the thing too. And yeah, Steve wants to talk a little bit about what we got going on here in the Black Order before we get out of here. If we can bring him up here.
That's a good word tonight. Make sure yet. Breaking up.
All right, well, check us out on the Black Order.
We'll show you some original art because Steve can't speak no more. Dr. Strange is going to bless you. Please support our Canadian cancer charity. The American one is being done by Paul at the 619. The Canadian one is done by the 3 of us, Dan, me, and Steve, and Luke from Putrid Comics. And yeah, if you support, then Dr. Strange is going to give you a free wish. So please support us.
Nice.
The link is out there.
Steve showing the links on his phone here for us. I couldn't find the slide. I had the slide. I don't know what I did with it, but it's missing.
We made it. We still did it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
But pink is the U.S. one, and gold is the Canadian one. And we got some great stuff. And who knows? Maybe if this goes really good this year, next year we could have some even amazing stuff. Maybe we'll get some artists to pitch in something, or who knows? It'll be great. But till then, guys, this is Dan, Lohit, Steve, and our special guest tonight, Marvin. Thank you for joining us again, Marvin. We appreciate you. And everyone watching on the replay, go check out his Kickstarter. Definitely, you won't be disappointed. And his art and story is just amazing. But till then, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you next Monday. Later.